fucking idiot. I'm back.
No label, the label.
Whoa, what's down, mob? It's the biggest mob, Key the Kid, and welcome back to my channel, No Label, the Label. If you like power like I love power, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn your post notification bell so you won't miss any other videos I have on Power. Power Book 4 Season 2, season finale premieres. Fuck it, it premieres right now. Let's get back into the video. So in the last episode... So in the last episode, we noticed that the police, Stacy and her lovely husband, have been up in the ante on Vic every chance they can get. Yeah, every chance they get, they trying to convict Tommy Egan and the rest of the cartel members, including CBI. So they've been up in the ante on Vic, trying to get more and more, even though he's bringing them more and more each time. So they told him, yeah, we need you to get Tommy and the cartel with money and drugs in the same room, and we'll let you go. You'll be set free. So Vic shows up there today on the episode and wants to be let out. He doesn't want to be a CI anymore after he gives her the information about the Estrada cartel and Tommy meeting up to exchange money and drugs. And she's like, well, you don't have a time or a location for this meeting, so I'm gonna need you to get some more intel. And Vic is getting fed up. He like, man, you keep switching the goal on me. You keep telling me that you need this, and you really asking for that. I give you that, and now you need this. You trying to keep me under your wing forever. It's not gonna work out good for me. And she tell him, I understand that, Vic. So if you get this info, if you get this last piece of, if you just get this one bit of information about that meeting and you done. I swear you'll be done, no bullshit. Yeah, I guarantee you, no bullshit. You'll be in witness protection within 60 minutes of Tommy's arrest. Soon as we arrest him, we will be sending you clean to witness protection. You have nothing else to worry about. Just get this information on the meeting and we gonna make sure that our deal is done and completed. Speaking of done and completed, D-Mac has done completely lost it, his whole entire mind, and I don't think he could find it at all. See, D-Mac was still crashing at Marshall house, so Marshall went over and was like, dang, bro, you still over here crashing? And he was like, yeah, man, my daddy still ain't talked to my Uncle Tommy. You know what I'm saying? He steady putting it off, talking about something, it ain't the right time. It ain't the right time. He was talking like his daddy JP and everything. He was like, man, it ain't the right time to be talking to him. It ain't the right moment. He was telling Marshall, man, that's what he say every time I try to talk to him. You see what I'm saying? And I'm getting sick of this. And Marshall like, man, I hear you, you know, I'd be sick of it too, type of timing. He even went as far as calling his daddy a pussy for his actions. And he was like, man, I just can't believe they don't want to let me back in CBI. You know, they act like I'm going to be out here in the house forever. I can't be in the house forever, ducking and hiding. And Marshall like, man, chill out, bro. Just be cool. You need to calm down. I got something that's going to calm you down, though. He give him a gun. And he like, ooh, yeah, I need this. And Marshall like, man, look, this done gonna kill another cop with this one. And he like, man, look, don't say that no more, you heard me? If Tommy found out I told you I had smoked at police, then he'll never let me back in CBI. And Marshall was saying, look, bro, I don't get you, man. I don't understand why you want to be back in the game so bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you think everything so gangster. Man, CBI is on some whole democracy shit right now. We ain't even on that type of timing. You know what I'm saying? We built a whole coalition. We got the RSDs and we got all these other people under us now. CBI ain't just Chicago Brothers Incorporated. They incorporated buku more people. So we on some whole other timing now. It ain't no gangster shit going on. Marshall's telling all that to D-Mac, explaining all that to D-Mac because you know D-Mac's been gone. But D-Mac don't care nothing about that stuff. You see what I'm saying? He's telling Marshall, man, you know that dude, Mad Dog? And he was like, yeah, I know him. Why was down with him? He was like, shit, Diamond want him dead. Diamond want to kill him. And he was like, he affiliated with the correlation, and so we can't touch him, you know what I'm saying, because he can to the high ups, you know what I'm saying. And he was like, man, look, since Diamond want him gone, I'ma lay around there and handle that, and they gonna let me back in CBI for sure. He just knew for sure that killing Mad Dog will let him back in CBI. And Marshall trying to explain to him that, man, this can't be nowhere on CBI's hands. This can't look like we did it. This can't have nothing to do with CBI, because that's gonna stop the correlation. Buku money gonna stop, and it's gonna cause a war between some of the major players in the correlation, the RSDs and CBI. And D-Mac like, man, good thing I ain't a part of CBI. You know what I'm saying? So D-Mac take it upon himself to go kill Mad Dog, excuse me, yeah. D-Mac lay around there and go kill Mad Dog. Walk up on him and say, hey, ain't you Mad Dog? And he say, man, who wanna know? He say, this from Diamond. Put him up. So yes, that's why you see Diamond roughing him up, because after Diamond finds out, D-Mac goes and tell him. But before all that happens, when I say D-Mac is losing his mind, he was calling his grandma Kata bitch. Ooh, that had me at the edge of my seat with excitement, because I love when people curse and flash out. But I wanted to slap the fuck out of D-Mac, because I never call my grandma a bitch, nigga. Even especially my white grandma, nigga. What is wrong with you? So anyway, he come through the door, and JP like, Darnell, what are you doing here? Tommy could have been here. With his bitch ass. And D-Mac was like, man, I'm finna go. I ain't got time to be kicking it with y'all. I'm finna go. I'm finna get my stuff and I'm finna go. And Kate was like, what do you mean you finna go? This is your home and this and that and the third. And he was like, man, this ain't my home. This and that and the third. And they started calling him Darnell. He said, man, it's D-Mac. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't even know who I am. And that's when he got to calling her all kind of bitches and stuff, calling his daddy a faggot and all that stuff. And then they seen the gun. And they was like, is that a gun? He was like, yeah, I'm a fucking murderer. I kill people. That's what I do. I killed something today. Before I came over here, I killed something. And y'all better bag up, because I kill you too. Yeah, I ain't playing with y'all. And D-Mac was only upset like that because Diamond roughed him up. When Diamond was roughing him up, he was telling him, man, you wasn't supposed to do that. What you doing here anyway? You ain't supposed to be here. Thought Tommy got you out of here. And he was like, he don't know I'm back. And he was like, he gonna know when I tell him. You know what I'm saying? And he told him he killed Mad Dog. And he was like, man, that wasn't a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You always do stupid stuff, this, that, and the third. You need to go, because once they find out it was you, you know, it's over with for you. He was like, I don't think nobody seen me. I don't think nobody seen me. So, boom. Jannar ended up coming back with the information saying that they got word that it was him that did it. People know that it was him, and it's finna get back to King Kilo. So Jannar ended up going to talk to King Kilo, and because Diamond can't do it, he's a former prisoner. He can't go back to this. He can't go back to the correctional institute. You see what I'm saying? So Jannar told Diamond that we gonna tell King Kilo that we gonna give him D-Mac dead or alive. So when Jannar goes to talk to King Kilo at the prison, King Kilo said, I heard it was somebody in CBI. I'm finna be coming home very soon. And when I do come home, I'm going to kill all y'all. And Jannar told him that we know who did it. He ain't in CBI, and we'll bring him to you personally. And they said, good, we got a deal. So it's no more bad blood with that situation. Speaking of bad blood and situations, Claudia gets invited over to the family house by Vic. Vic's invite Claudia over to the family house. And she's like, what am I doing here? What, you here to rub it in my face that I have nothing and you have everything? That dad left you everything and left me nothing? And he's like, nah, I'm here to sign it over to you. The family business, everything over to you. And she's like, why? What's going on? Like, let's be real, Claudia. You were born to lead. You were born to hustle. And if Dad wasn't such a sexist motherfucker, you would be running it. He would see it. And I would have told him that myself. If I would have had the balls and courage to tell him that myself, you know, we probably wouldn't be in this situation. But here we are. And I want a different life. I'm out of this. And she's like, whoa, is something going on? Are you in trouble? What's going on, Vic? And he's like, nah, I just promised Gloria I'll get out. Speaking of Gloria, I couldn't get no closure with her. Shit, I couldn't get no closure with that. Let's just get some closure. I knew you knew that they were going to show up early and kill us. What do you mean? What are you just tell the truth, Claudia. That's what he was telling her. Just be real, Claude. Just be real, Claudia. You know what I'm saying? Like, just tell the truth. I know you try to have me killed. Just tell the truth. Yes. And so he leaves. And she was like, he's like, I'm done with you. You know, that's it. It's over. Speaking of it being over, the wait is finally over. So Claudia and Tommy end up meeting up. Yeah, they end up linking up. So that's the part where you see Tommy hopping out the car with the gun, when he got that same outfit on. He approached Claudia, and he like, man, what you want? And she say, I ain't here for no business deal like the last time. Oh no, I got better plans this time. You see what I'm saying? I just came here to warn you. And he like, look, I got cameras everywhere, and I ain't the only one watching. And he was like, oh, so this bitch really done switch to your side, huh? Talking about Shanti. And she like, I ain't no bitch, I'm a queen. And he like, yeah, I know a winner when I see one. You know? And she say, Tommy, you should have killed me when you had the chance. You can't get to me now. He said, can't get to you. Girl, I done killed more Serbs than you ever seen. And she said, I wouldn't get so cocky if I was you. I'm with the cartel now. Yeah, I got the cartel riding for me. If you come for me, that means you coming for the whole cartel. I'm done looking over my shoulder. You see what I'm saying? So I just came to let you know. You make any move on me, you gonna die. And Tommy say, well, shit, I'm glad you feeling like that. Go ahead and make my job easier. Go on, make it easier for me and let your guard down. And because you only gotta be lucky one every day of your life, Claudia. You gotta be lucky every day of your life. I just gotta be lucky one time. And she said, well, that's a good thing. I'm Irish. So like I said, Tommy went to Shanti and they had a meeting. He told Shanti his whole plan on how he know Vic is a snitch and he's trying to line him up to get put away for good. So what we gonna do is we gonna swap them out. They want me, I'm gonna give them Claudia. They want a meeting, we gonna give them the meeting with the cartel and Claudia. So give me all that information. And she proceeds to give him the drop. So that's the drop that Vic goes back and tell the feds. Vic goes back and tells the feds that this is the meeting date and time. This is the location for the meeting. It turns out the meeting was on the north side. Detective Slowpoke and No Stroke end up telling each other that, man, look, we got him. And Detective No Stroke is telling them, man, something seems off about this drop. It doesn't seem right. Egan moves way more strategic than this. This location seems a little bit iffy. And Detective Slowpoke is like, man, look, we gotta get him. This is it. This is the move. We gonna make the move. We gonna arrest him, and that's gonna be that. So in this scene, this is where the meeting was established. Claudia introduces Malkovich to her partners, Shanti and Elise. And Malkovich is like, man, you know how I am about you calling me in. I don't like that. So hurry up. You got 15 seconds. She said, well, all I need is 5. So she ended up telling him that we got the money and everything. And he was like, look, you gonna have to, I'm not gonna be there at the drop. You gonna have to take my partner. He gonna be handling things from here on out. So the meet goes down and they meet up at the meet. And so that's when you see Claudia running out of the place. It looks like a church or wherever the meetup spot is. You see her running out of there. So they end up arresting all of them. They arrest Claudia. They arrest Malkovich. Malkovich end up getting shot. So they arrest everybody. You see what I'm saying? Claudia and Malkovich. They arrest him. They see it's a setup. They see that they got Claudia. Stacy is heated that they got Claudia, that Tommy has outsmarted them again. He is most definitely heated. But her husband is trying to tell her, look, we got to win. We got a cartel and we got Claudia. You know what I'm saying? They arrested Claudia for conspiracy of murder. Claudia was trying to talk her way out of being arrested. She's like, look, half of you guys are already on my family's payroll. And the officer said, not this half. You see what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know what was going on there. You can't tie me in the end of this. And that's when they told her that Vic already gave you up. And she was like, this was a setup for my brother, Vic. So when she ends up getting out of jail, she ends up getting killed by Shanti on Tommy's orders. Yes, Shanti, the showstopper, stops the show for Claudia. Claudia Flynn is no longer in. Yeah, Shanti puts a stop to her show with that one. Now, with the Surge and the cartel out of the way, they could finally approach Che. So they approached Che with the deal, to become the connects. Give us Miguel's territory and give us the Surge territory. So he tells them what happens, and he's like, I thought I told you that the Surge were off limits. And he was like, nah, we didn't even have to do nothing like that. The cartel and the Serbs have been arrested, you know what I'm saying? We did what Miguel couldn't do. We took him out without any problem. So if you give us Miguel's turf and the Serbs territory, I can only promise you that we'll make a lot of money. Che loving it. He like, man, I got you. I'm going to grant your wishes, but under one condition. Miguel stays in the fold, but I'll give you the Serbs territory. So, boom. Speaking of Miguel comes with a lot. A vicious grandmother, may she rest in peace. A vicious clique and a bad, fine mamacita of a sister. Now, see, his clique consists of a dude called Nunyi. Oh, I can't even think of dude's name. But after the guy who turned on him by planting a bomb in his car working with the Serbs was killed, he asked one of his other compadres, I can't think of their name, I think it's Nunez, I can't think of his name, but he asks Miguel that, Tommy is too dangerous to be alive. That's what Miguel says. And then the dude was like, your grandmother never did like the Tommy, that Goro. Let me take him out for you. So that is the man you guys see trying to take a shot at Tommy, shoots out his window. Tommy ends up letting the guy live. Tommy ends up letting the guy make it. He tells him, you tell Miguel this. You know what I'm saying? That I'm coming for his spot and I'm finna take over. Speaking of telling Miguel things, Jannard and Shanti finally get that picture to Miguel. Yeah, that picture, you see him burning up, laughing, is the picture of Tommy and Maria. Throughout the episode, after Maria and Tommy share their heart-to-heart, saying that, we can go to your happy place, Barbados, or wherever it was, Barcelona, wherever it was, and, it could be a one-way trip. We ain't never got to come back. Nobody will be looking for us there. And, Tommy's telling her, look, baby, I'm always come back to Chicago. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this life. I'm in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And Kate comes back in this episode as well, as you guys know. But when she comes back, she goes to see Tommy, and they have a heated argument, heart to heart. You know what I'm saying? He tells her that D-Mac killed the police, and you being around D-Mac will only make things worse. You tried to get him to run errands like somebody made you the boss when I'm the boss. And she proceeds to ask Tommy who made you the boss, and they keep going back and forth. Maria ends up coming through, and she's like, you fucking a nurse? And he was like, she saved D-Mac's life, ma. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, that's where I know you from, the hospital. We met there. And she was like, well, you need to run far away from my son. Everybody he gets involved with, he ruins. He kills pretty little girls like you. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, you talking about Lakeisha Grant? Yeah, I was born in this life, honey. Ain't nothing you could tell me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And Kate was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, why you bringing up the past? That's what Tommy ended up telling her after she left. You know what I'm saying? Because she said she'll be late for work. She ended up getting a text. You know what I'm saying? No, I think she ended up getting a text being late for work before then or after then. No matter about the text being late for work, I think it was a text from Miguel saying to hurry up and come see me. You know what I'm saying? Because Kate ends up going to the hospital after snorting so much product. Tommy ends up giving her some product in that same scene. You know what I'm saying? Cause she wasn't trying to take it. She was like, "No, I'm changed. And she was like, "Nah, you'll never change. This is all you know. This is all you'll do." Da 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 da. Gave her the dope. So that's who's in the hospital. That's why JP's closing the door on Tommy. He was like, my dad was right. I shouldn't have never let you in my life. You weren't gonna do nothing but hurt me. And look, he was right. Here's the keys. I'm no longer doing this with you no more. You can keep moving product through the bar, but I don't want nothing to do with that anymore. I'm out of here. Stay out of my life. Stay away from my family. Earlier, he tried to call Maria. He left a voicemail because she didn't answer the phone. So now they're at the hospital. Tommy was telling them to get Maria to come back here, you guys, telling the workers at the hospital. And they was like, oh, she never made it into work. So he calls her and he was like, baby, where you at? When the phone answers. And Miguel says, Barbados. And Miguel ends up telling him that, we can't hurt each other on the words of Che. I'm following the rules. You better follow the rules too, but you'll never see Maria again. And he's like, well, where is she? Where is she? What happened? What happened? So I'm telling you guys, this episode will be amazing. You will not see ghosts though. Looks like that's it for today's video. If you like today's video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your post notification bell so you won't miss any other videos I have on Power. It's the My Biggest Mob. Oh, wait. Vic? Yeah, Vic, he survives, y'all. Yeah, he gonna survive.